Hey everyone, welcome back to Tabletop Adventures. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas break, and I hope you got a decent amount of time off. It's been a long time since we've played this game called Dungeons & Dragons, so just to fill you in, last time our group was dealing with a warlock that was trying to get them to join the dark side, if you will, and you turned into a rat. Mouse. Thank you. Found a wooden pipe. Hogger bravely smashed it with one hand. Turns out the warlock's soul was connected to the wooden pipe, so you killed the warlock.
Later.
Then you went upstairs and you found this green flame that enchanted all of your weapons, making them +1 weapons.
Wasn't there like a tentacle guy there too?
That was the next thing that was coming out of my mouth. Yep. There was a tentacle guy there that you killed.
That guy was fun.
Yep.
He was cool.
That was a fun one.
Yep.
He kind of looks like the guy on the book.
Yep,
Oh,
he's a subspecies of that dude. Yeah. So now you guys, the only path forward is downstairs. So I'm assuming you're going to go that way. Yeah. The first thing I need to know is marching order.
I'm taking the lead.
I like how you just took a big gulp of coffee.
I was just like, well, Hogger's gonna go first. And these two are like weirdo. Oh yeah, I stayed up I had to like sit there for 4 hours while these guys had the glowing eyes and like looking all like
yes,
zombies.
That's actually an extremely
they're
important
like weird
detail.
zombies now.
Purvis' voice is kind of gone because he's been smoking a lot lately.
Right, of course. Yeah, you guys have glowing eyes. You also feel like you're dead. You feel like you're corpses.
Because they drank the blood.
Yes, you are also occasionally You're hearing whispers in your head. Mm-hmm. These whispers are not distinguishable words yet, but as time passes, those whispers get slightly louder.
Did they also have like visions of spiders or something?
Yes, yes.
And did you tell me about this information?
You are both really into spiders right now.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you love spiders. You would not kill a spider.
And really briefly, we all leveled up.
Yeah, you are all level 5.
I have an extra attack. I can attack twice.
Yes.
What's that called? Is that just called extra?
It's just called extra attack.
Yeah. We don't unfortunately have time to go over like what everybody can do, but hopefully that stuff will just kind of organically come out as we play.
Sweet.
So let's move forward. Hogger's in the lead. Who's behind Hogger?
I'm way behind.
I'll
up the
follow
rear.
Hogger. I don't want to be. I'd rather be with him than these weirdo zombies.
Okay, that puts Pervin second to last. Are you cool with that?
Whatever.
Okay. As you guys come down these stone stairs, you'll have to forgive my very crude drawing, but I will give you a verbal description, then I'll try to explain what the drawing means. A narrow ledge overlooks a large cavern that houses a surging, seething body of water. The rhythmic booming heard throughout the mines is louder here. At regular intervals, a fresh surge of water funnels into this chamber and slams against a wall just below the ledge. The echo suggests that this cave might be one arm of a much larger cavern to the northeast.
Nice. So water.
So basically, what you see. Just assume that this order for you guys is like right here. This is kind of a stairwell almost that leads into here, and you see water coming in the distance and kind of surging into the cavern. And there's this bank right here, and the water is kind of going over the bank periodically, rhythmically, and then you see a path to the northwest.
And that path to the south just dead ends there.
You don't know. You have not. You have not explored.
I haven't seen it yet.
Let's go that way.
Okay.
So, as you go forward into the path, can I get a perception check, please, from everyone?
D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we fucking go. Oh, Jesus.
15.
Got a 19.
Okay, sorry, one more. Hogger, what did you get?
A 1.
Okay, you fail. Andrew, what did you get?
19.
You succeed. Pervins, what did you get?
14.
You slightly fail. Sorry.
You have a -1 on perception?
Oh wow. I got
brutal.
12. I rolled really poorly.
So Andrew, you are the lucky one today. So real quickly, the rest of you, all you see is a flash and the sound of a woman screaming in pain. But it's like instantaneous.
Nice.
Andrew, you see just a little bit more. You see a woman in a white robe with long black hair and white eyes, but she doesn't have pupils. And you see her just normally for a second, and then it's almost like she's getting stabbed or cut in some way, and she just screams in pain and twirls around, and she's gone.
Gouge it out, Lisa.
I'm into this.
Hogger's mother. This is a trigger.
Now, once this sort of flash of light, you can choose to do with this information whatever you'd like, but what you see after the flash of light is you see a small pool of blood. And behind that is, it looks like this path would continue forward, but there are actually large stone boulders. It looks like the passage caved in on itself. Something happened here, but you're not sure what.
But Andrew's the only one who saw that.
Yes, the rest of you can see the pool of blood, and you saw a flash of white light.
How fresh is this blood?
The blood is not fresh. You can try to investigate it to get a better time frame.
Are there plants
have the
around
skills.
us?
I could grow some plants.
There's some moss on the boulders.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to the moss.
Okay.
That's cool. That's all right.
How did you get this?
It's a spell. It's a...
Talk to plants?
So one of the spells
Wait.
I acquired at 5th level was Speak with Plants. You imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can questions about events in the spell's area, gaining information about creatures that have passed weather and circumstances.
That's so rad.
You're encroaching on my tool.
Wow.
Information.
This is totally cool. This is amazing. I'm going to let you do it. Isn't moss like fungus, though?
No, moss is like green, like, you know, it's
Plant?
a plant.
Okay. I don't know much
I don't have
about
to do
this
this.
stuff.
I'm pretty sure moss is...
No. This is a great
It might be
idea.
a lichen. I don't know anything about moss.
I don't
I love
either.
moss, though.
We should know more about moss.
I love
Yeah.
moss.
Let's take a.
I read about
Take
video
a
games.
break.
Let's take a break.
Let's research moss.
There's somebody listening who's just, now's my time, typing up a comment about, like,
It's like
All right.
GT Moss
I'm a
Adventures.
mossologist, yeah.
can confirm moss is a plant. Moss is considered a plant.
Okay, awesome.
Its higher classification is plant.
Thanks, Googler.
Boom. We did it.
All right, so you give the moss sentience and can communicate with it?
Do I have to roll for this?
Wow. And they can also animate a little bit.
Yeah. But you're gonna have to do that when you play
Yeah,
Moss.
role play the moss.
Do I have to roll for this?
I should have taken this spell. This is a funny one.
No, you don't have to roll for this. You don't have to roll to talk with the plants.
okay.
The Pervance roll.
Yes, you do have to do the Pervance roll to see if you can speak with the moss.
15.
Yes, you succeed.
Nice.
So, it's doubly effective. The whole thing about the Pervance roll, so you can
Yeah.
speak to plants more effectively. The duration is 10 minutes, but it will be 20 minutes, and they can animate more than... the moss can animate more than usual. Okay, what would you like to say to the moss?
How's it going?
So, giant lips sort of like form. The moss like starts moving and it forms these lips and it goes, pretty good.
Can I see the lips?
Yeah, everyone can.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, it's just the past day.
Feel free to ask the moss any questions you might have.
Only you can speak with the
Oh.
moss.
Does anybody want me to ask the moss anything?
Ask if anything happened in the last day.
What happened here from the last day, moss?
The spiders, they came.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, cool, I love spiders.
It was really bad.
What do you mean? Like somebody tried to hurt the spiders?
No, the spiders came and they killed our lady.
Oh, well, she was probably like a bee anyway. They killed her.
She was a lady.
Ask her who this lady was.
Do you know who this lady was?
She was a priestess from a city not far away.
How do we get to this city? Do you know Moss? Have you traveled much?
Oh, I've been here or there, everywhere the wind blows.
Don't know much about moss.
He says, to get to the city, you have to defeat the Spider Lord.
What do you mean? I love the Spider Lord.
Oh.
Did the moss say something about the Spider Lord?
Yeah. He said we had to defeat the Spider Lord.
Oh, no way. Ask it if it knows the Spider Lord.
Do you know the Spider Lord, Moss?
He's a lord of spiders.
Where
How do we
is
find him?
Yeah, where is the Spider Lord?
Keep going down the path. Keep going.
Which path, Moss?
The moss says nothing.
Has there been a cave in here down this path that we
Has
have
there
to
been
go?
a cave in here, Moss?
Yes. What happened is the Spider Lord was making things, horrible, terrible things. Human sacrifices, dwarven sacrifices. He was making these creatures in a lab. And once he finished, he sealed off the pathway so no stray adventurers like yourselves could find it.
Can you ask the rock people to help us?
I love this boss.
Yes.
Cool.
1 second.
Rock people.
They don't really feel like it.
Tick, 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 tick. I want to harm the Spider Lord. I love those spiders. I love those spiders, man. Coursing through my veins. I love those spiders.
So, I'm sorry, just to get this straight. The moss knows the Spider Lord.
He knows him. Knows where we can find him. Pledge our allegiance to him.
Does the moss know what the Spider Lord likes, like how we could get in with the Spider Lord?
That's a good question.
I got spider climb.
Moss, if one were to attempt to win favor with this Spider Lord, do you know how they may go about that?
I suggest spiders.
What do you say?
He said to give him spiders.
Okay. I get that. No, I get that. Spider Lord would be like that.
Right?
Yeah,
If you're a
Spider-Lord
spider,
would
you're probably going to like spiders.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Can the
This is the most powerful and useful moss.
ask the moss if it and its moss brethren have enough coverage in this area to move these rocks with their
Oh, and
mossy
like wiggle,
power.
wiggle through it and kind of.
I don't know.
Like muscle
Sure.
it out. Did you get that,
probably
Moss?
not gonna work.
You get all that?
No, moss only
You have
hears
to
you.
say-
I can only
Please,
hear you.
please don't make me repeat that.
Sure. Yeah, just say that you said that. To
I
the
said
guy.
that.
You want us to move the rocks? We're just moss.
This moss belongs in a Disney
Well, Moss,
movie.
do you got any tips on how we can get out of here? You've
There's-
seen it all.
This place is not natural. It used to be a mine. The mine of Fendelver. But now, the Spider Lord has come and taken it over. There's only one way forward.
Tell us.
Just keep going northwest.
Moss, we came from Northwest.
You came from south. You came down.
Oh, right. We came from Northeast, Southeast.
Yeah, southeast.
Northwest.
Do
Okay.
you know if there's any trouble that will befall us on that path?
Yeah, the Spider Lord's down there.
I love this Moss. Moss, do you want to come with us?
Well, I'm a moss.
Would you like to be enriched for ever?
Enriched.
Sure.
Okay.
What does that do?
Well, I can use plant growth. It wouldn't really. It'd waste a third level spell.
Are you guys?
Just to thank the moss.
Are you guys gonna like make
could, like-
the moss
I
a
could-
fifth party
I can make the moss like take over. I can do that later, but not
I
yet.
have a feeling we'll see this Moss again someday.
I can make the
so we might
moss.
want to thank
I can
him.
like make the moss take over the cave or something. I don't know.
We could scrape it off. Just
Wait,
That's
have
what I'm thinking.
What is it? What does enrich do?
Plant growth. It's on page 266.
Okay.
Hogger could put the moss on his stump.
It's pointless.
Magical moss.
Oh my god! But it only can talk for 20 minutes.
True.
Later on, for real, I get a spell where I can animate a tree or a plant or whatever, and it'll be a sentient living thing for all of eternity.
We should totally take the moss then.
If you cast a spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants within a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown.
I feel like it'd be a
How
nice-
thick and how overgrown?
I think I don't know if it becomes difficult terrain. Yeah, they have to spend 4 feet of movement for every one. If this is pointless, it would just be a thank you to the moss.
No, the moss knows so much. We should try to take the moss with us.
Take the moss with us, that would hurt the moss. Taking
No
the moss
way.
off the wall would hurt the moss.
Chip out some rock.
Yeah, we'll just.
Moss
We're
is
wasting
like all
time
over the
here.
place.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Thank you, Moss.
Thanks, Moss.
You're welcome.
Hopefully we'll see you again someday.
Yeah.
Let's go find the spider.
I touched the moss in an appreciative way.
It purrs like a kitten.
Oh.
I agree with Hogger. We should find the spider.
Oh yeah, and kill him.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were killing him until
Actually,
he
we
is
should kill
dead.
I say to Hagar and Orcish, I don't think they want to kill the Spider Lord.
I agree.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but we gotta kill this Spider
Just
Lord.
watch them closely.
These Spider Lords are unnatural.
Yeah.
Tip, 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 tip. I think they know that we don't want to kill this. We have to do everything we can to kill this Spider Lord.
Just watch them closely.
Got it. I cannot wait until we kill it, the Spider Lord, the dead.
Me too.
Please see my tissue.
Do I have a tissue?
We travel northwest.
We travel
Okay.
west.
I have to draw stuff, so entertain yourselves for 2 seconds.
I miss the moss.
I miss him too.
Moss was. How much moss is? Does the moss cover all the walls of the cave? Can it just be everywhere that we go?
We potentially.
I forgot to ask him
Potentially.
his name.
Moss.
Maybe we'll run into one of his family members in the future.
Maybe.
Okay.
That Moss was my favorite character.
His brother Ross.
Yeah, Ross.
Okay.
I hope I get to conjure animals soon. That spell is so ridiculous.
Can you conjure a spider?
I don't know. I think they might have to be beasts.
Oh.
I didn't bring my monster manual. I forgot about that.
All right.
Challenge rating 2 or lower. It's ridiculous.
Oh, so did that cost a spell slot to talk to the moss?
Yes.
For her,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my 3rd level.
it's a 3rd level spell.
Worth it. It was worth it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
No
the most
regrets.
helpful freaking moss.
He just told you.
Told us everything.
He's been there, he's been everywhere, he's seen it all. I would love to know how he traveled. I think that's like
Yeah.
a sideshow.
Like wind or something.
Yeah, just like little seeds in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. This is kind of a confusing drawing, so
Especially with Hogger's head in front of it.
I should use different colors. So you guys are coming from here. So just to pretend that this order is right here, I'll put
Okay.
an X there. What you see is immediately there was it seems like there was some sort of natural disaster that happened because there's crumbling rock around this border, so it's kind of formed into a pit, and there's water running from the west going forward and curving upwards. So it drops down into the pit and then it goes up. What you see to the northeast is you see a stairwell leading upward. What you see to the northwest, southwest directions, you see a stairwell leading upward as well. So there are 2 stairwells flanking the river. Also, down here below you to the south, you see a passageway that does not appear to be natural in the way the other passages are. This appears to be carved out by men or some other sentient creatures.
Spiders!
Yes, so
Can I?
can I have you all make a perception check, please?
Oh no.
Woo! Nat 20, 25.
So, something that I should say is there was natural light streaming into the other cavern. There is no light in here.
Cool.
So if you do not have dark vision, you are impaired.
Got it.
No problem.
But both halflings that have been cursed, you have night vision.